plus SimRacing. I'm your host Ken, and on this episode of Praga Hotlaps we'll be taking a look at the Zhejiang Circuit. This is a very tricky track. It has some S's, some hairpins, and a lot of elevation changes throughout the lap. It's very busy, and it's going to take a lot of effort to get a good lap at Zhejiang. This circuit is one that I just learned last week in order to make this video and prepare for the race I'm doing this Wednesday. I'm really enjoying lapping at the circuit. It's got a lot going on. It's very fun, but it's going to be a very challenging circuit to race on because it's very tight and twisty through some of the parts of this circuit. It's very difficult to find good overtaking spot, but there are a couple of straights with some heavy braking zones at the end, and that usually makes for a good overtake. So let's get on board the Praga R1 and do a lap around Zhejiang Circuit. Here we are now on the straight at Zhejiang Circuit. The first turn is going to be a left, so we stay to the right, brake between the 100 and the 50 boards here, trail brake into the corner, delaying your downshift to second gear as late as possible. Don't rush this corner, get the car fully rotated, keep it to the left, and then get ready for the next turn. To avoid that curb so you don't get wheel slip. Now going up this hill here, be patient on the throttle. You can use a lot of it, but you might want to upshift early to third just so you don't get the wheel spin. And now we have another set of the S's here. Always try and keep in mind the exit of the turn that you're going into. Prioritize that over the entry of each one individually. Try and think of it as a group. You approach this next turn, give it a very gentle brake tap just to load up the front tires before you turn in. Immediately followed by this long, slow left-hander. Do the same as we approach this turn here. Just give it a gentle tap on the brakes to load up the front tires before you turn in. And we have another snaky bit with a straight at the end, so prioritize the exit. And at the end of the straight there's a hairpin, so start braking just before the 50 board. Be patient as you're going down through the gears. Don't shift into first gear until you're sure you're going slow enough, otherwise that will probably end up with a spin. And for the last part of the lap, we have this flat out bit here that leads into another heavy braking zone. It's a little bit wider of a hairpin than the previous one, so use the 100 meter board as your marker. You can turn in and go down to second gear to get some exit torque and go up through the gears. And that's a lap at Zhejiang. Alright, so now let's take another look at that lap using the chase cam and see if we can gain any more perspective. We'll brake between the 150 boards there. You can see I turned in a little bit too early, so I had to correct. We got on the curb a little bit there. I was lucky not to get wheel slip. I think I had to lift off a bit. Be careful with the throttle coming up the hill there so you don't get any wheel slip. And short shift to third if you do get some slip. And as we make our way through these S's, we always prioritize the next turn over having a good exit from the turn that we're in. Prioritizing, of course, the exit of the final part of the S's. Almost the entire lap is left-right twisties, up and downhill. It just never stops. The next turn you can see the camber changes as you're going up the hill there, so you have to be careful not to get wheel slip. Now we approach the final snaky bit of the lap. If this one goes downhill, you want to prioritize the exit here because it's a bit of a straight. And at the end of the straight is a hairpin. Make sure you get the car slowed all the way down before you downshift to first for this one, and maybe just keep it in second. Use some of that turbo lag to your advantage. Be on the throttle considerably more if you're in the lower RPM in second gear without getting wheel spin because of the turbo lag. And now the final turn lap here. Braking just around the 100 board, trying to get it rotated and back on the throttle as much as you can. It's a bit of a wider hairpin than some of the other ones, so you can keep it in maybe third gear. I use second gear to help get more rotation and focus on a good exit. So that was a lap at Zhejiang Circuit in the Praga R1. Maybe not a stellar lap, it was the best that I could do. And that was a 1:26.006. I'm pretty sure I can get it down into the 125s with a fair bit more practice, but not today. That's all for this video. I hope you find it useful in helping you to learn this circuit, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.